Welcome to Limited Bash Customs. My name is Zach. I am once again in the workshop with a new project. In the last episode, we did in fact start a new project as we kickstarted this channel. However, that is going to be a large ongoing project that is going to cost a lot of money, and simply purchasing it made my bank account look pretty dismal. So what I've gone ahead and done is pulled one of our cars out from the back. It's been sitting around with the plans to repair it, get it roadworthy, sell it on so we can fund some of these bigger projects. That's what we're doing today. So let's take a look at what we're working with. This here is my 2002 Subaru Forester that came into the workshop mid last year with a large miss to it. Don't know too much about the car as this was during the time period I was recovering from my broken back and I was off the tools. But what I've been told is it has low or no compression on at least one of the cylinders, and the customer decided they didn't want to go ahead with repairs and were better off funding that money into purchasing of a new vehicle. That's how I ended up with the car. Ever since, it has been sitting out in our backyard. So it's now time to have a look at it, diagnose it, fix it, so we can get this thing roadworthy, sold, and fund some of our other upcoming projects. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up so that you can hear it running in its current condition. We'll go ahead and do a compression test to confirm that that is the fault, and we'll make our decision from there. So I've gone through, disabled the fuel and the spark, removed the spark plugs, and we're about to do the compression test. Yep, that's a problem. So I've just confirmed what we were told. We have complete loss of compression to cylinder 3. So it is now time to remove that motor, pull it apart to see what's been done, why we've lost that compression, so we can determine whether we're going to go with a replacement engine, a rebuild, or any other possible options. So let's get it out so we can find out. We've got all our liquids drained out. We still have our air conditioning and power steering hooked up, as we should be able to just pull them out of the way, not have to drain them, which is a couple of less things we've got to deal with. I took the bonnet off. That helps with camera access, allows more light in, and just makes it generally all around easier to get at things in the engine bay. Next step, I'm going to pull the radiator out before I put anything through it and we have to replace that. Otherwise, it's just a matter of disconnecting, undoing, and eventually we'll have enough parts that we can pull this out. No real method to the madness. It's just, if it's connected to the engine, something that's not the engine, it's got to get removed. Let's do it. Putting as many bolts as I can back into the slots that they came from, and that just saves time and effort trying to remember where they all came from when I come back to putting it together. For those that can't go in places, labeled bags. So I've got the car back up in the air so we can unbolt the front section of the exhaust, undo the engine mounts, possibly some of the bell housing bolts, and then we'll be done off the hoist. We'll go back up the top, finish undoing things so we can get around to pulling it out. Time for the exhaust to come out though. That's the wrong size. With our intake and manifold removed, that now opens up to be able to undo our torque converter holding bolts so that we can finish getting this thing out. It is possible to do it while the intake is still in. It is significantly easier to get it with it out, and we had to take it off anyway. Bitch. Not such a big deal because it is coming out. If we were putting it in, that would be a different story. That's all our torque converter bolts out. So I believe I've undone all the necessary nuts, bolts, hoses, wires, etc. So it's now time to push this thing back and around, get it underneath our chain so we can hopefully pull it out. Now these things have been known to be a bit of a problem getting them to separate from the gearbox and the engine. Hopefully it's not too corroded up in there. I've sprayed a bit of lubricant on there to hope soak it down, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's get it back. There we go, starting to get it coming now. Pop. There we go. And we're separated. So just got to be careful we don't get caught on anything. Watching it come up, looks like we're pretty clear. We were just stuck a bit on the dowels. Well, there we go. At last, we've got the engine out, sitting over there, ready to be pulled apart. So that's where we're going to end it for today. I'll be in tomorrow to pull that apart. However, I'll catch you all in the next episode, so you can watch me do exactly that. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.